Hey guys, this is Microphone Monkeys, and today we're talking about robo-bums, autonomous toilets, pigeon liver, and chocolate candy boners.
Pigeon liver is delicious.
Oh, really?
Boner.
I don't
Candy
have time
boner.
for that chocolate candy boner stuff. I'm way
It's a
too busy.
tech. It's a tech story.
A candy boner and pigeon liver. That sounds like
Yeah.
a party.
It is, and we are in the Liberty Crack condo today.
That's right. This is going to be the first time that we've been in my cave and recording from it. So hopefully, what do you guys think?
It's
love that
beautiful,
shit. Man,
It's very high tech.
I'm thinking of moving in. I could live here.
Quality.
Will has the whole Siri infrastructure going on in the whole house with the lights, with this fountain.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very.
So just everybody's comfortable.
It's real comfortable.
Everybody,
Lights
yeah.
are dimmed.
That's right.
Fireplace is on.
Well, it feels
ready to
like
rock this
was
place.
there a
Oh, yeah.
cat? Was there a cat here?
Yeah, well, the two dogs and the cat are buried inside.
Buried under the bed.
Yeah.
But I'm picking up on cat really.
Well, yeah.
Is that where the
Watson
crows
was
were coming?
the king of the condo. Yeah.
Well,
And Darren getting brushed by the
you
birds
can see
outside.
yeah, that was.
Murray's kind of cat.
Yeah, no, I
right
totally picked up on that. And that crow really strafed us on the way in.
Well, yeah, you said you had a bird.
Yeah, no,
Invasion.
Invasion.
It
Well,
was
Darren's
a-
the bird whisperer because no one else saw it, but
it
he
was a
catches
presence.
it.
That was a presence,
Yeah.
and it was letting us know.
Darren has an eagle eye.
I do for these things. Yes.
It was kind of like the movie Birds.
Oh, the Hitchcock?
Yeah, I've been there.
That's the dark side of birds.
Tippy Hedron. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been where that was filmed. Yeah, the school and everything.
Was that San Francisco?
No,
Like
it's
Vertigo?
way up north on the coast, way below Humboldt. It'll come to me. Really pretty.
Oh,
area.
like going into like Oregon?
No, before that, probably about 5 hours before that.
Oh,
But it's beautiful up there. All
wasn't
mountains.
Psycho in California?
No, if-
In a hotel?
Not anymore. He's here in Myrtle Beach.
I think he might live here.
Oh, yeah. That seems like a Myrtle Motel kind of thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mother.
Oh man!
Oh, and like Paul's dressed up like his mom,
that was
stabbing
great.
people.
Put the dress on. It still fits.
Another good one, if you are into it, is High Anxiety. That's in San
Oh,
Francisco,
that was-
and
High
that's a
Anxiety is
real
fantastic.
classic.
Is that a movie?
Vertigo too.
It's a
Vertigo?
really out there movie. It's really,
Is that a Hitchcock movie?
is it Hitchcock? It might
I
have been.
think High Anxiety was and Vertigo.
Yeah, I think they both are. High Anxiety. It's kind of funny and weird at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did a Dial M for Murder.
Dial
was
M for
one that's
Murder.
kind of like an underrated one. And I think one of his first ones was Rebecca or something.
Yeah.
It was like from the 40s. The same guy, David Selznick, who did
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind.
Well, again, what's great about the Hitchcock films is it still harkens back to a lot of the angles and lighting of film noir, and that's why this show that's on Amazon Prime. I believe it's
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime.
I know where you're going.
Yeah,
I haven't gone there yet, but I want to see it.
I won't spoil it for you.
Don't be spoiling it.
But
Well,
Yeah.
they did Hitchcock Presents, which is kind of like a Twilight Zone.
Oh, it was
crowd
great.
surfing and
There's like,
everything.
I think it's on Roku maybe, that has those channels that play the same thing for 24. It just keeps going. Hitchcock Presents
Yeah.
is on 24/7 there.
yeah, that's one of the channels.
Good in wintertime to just wrap up in bed and go, I'm going to just watch this all day and not leave.
He did have some interesting plot devices with Rear Window and
Yeah.
ended up doing a flashlight maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not to spoil the movie for anyone. But going from Hitchcock to autonomous robots,
Oh.
Okay.
doing Randy transitions, there's a $13,000 autonomous robot toilet that comes to the side of your bed.
That's useful.
So I don't have to stub my toe getting out of bed.
Yeah,
no,
for the elderly.
this might help with
Right to
Steve too, a little assistance.
For the elderly, could just follow them around.
Oh.
There's my
Well, if I could have
toilet.
it
Yeah,
just
you don't
jump
even
into the
need a
shower
diaper
with me, then we'd be in great
I don't know
shape.
if a toilet's following you around, if that's good or not,
Does it
but
have like a bidet feature so it can wash your butt off?
that might be the $14,000 one.
You need to upgrade. I'm up for that. Like a heated bidet launcher.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the elderly, this makes total sense. You know,
That's like an inside sprinkler.
it might even be good for hospitals.
That's right.
And I was thinking,
Yeah.
like, what blows my mind.
Nurses are the next on the
I wish
list.
Dana was
Yeah,
here.
they're
She'd probably have
definitely on the list.
more insight on what it could do.
Who?
Yeah. Dana? No, Dawn Dana?
Oh, Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She's very opinionated. She'd have a view on this.
Well, no, I think she would find that it'd probably have more features than we even think of. You know?
Well, and she could probably use it right now with the
Yeah.
femur situation.
Oh my God! Yeah, that poor thing.
Poor
Oh,
lady.
I can't imagine. She not just one, both of her femurs. I mean, she had the other one
She
before
got to
that.
pretty much fall down on the toilet to get on the toilet.
Oh my God! You know,
She
She
was a little
she's one strong gal. I mean,
She is.
holy cow!
/ reckless. On Myrtle
Going back to
Mania.
the automated toilet thing. When you're in the hospital, they've got the IV stuff, right? And you're wrapped in that. So they expect these people to get up with that and walk with it to the bathroom.
I
What
had to
surprise-
do that.
yeah, but
Well,
what-
I had to do that Friday with the wife. They had the thing plugged
all wrapped
in her
up.
arm. They had, and I'm like, I got to keep unplugging her to get if she had to use the bathroom. It was like ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, they could robotize those. So they just follow you. So you don't have to drag that thing around or worry about the cables. It just knows the distance and it knows the environment's not that complex. So they can just stand up and that thing just follows you as you're walking. Why aren't they doing this? I mean, it's way easier than a moving toilet.
Why don't they have
Well,
a
the whole
porta
thing is
potty thing under the?
It's so expensive there just with the non-electric stuff. I can't imagine what they would charge us to.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the robot's
Another
$13,000.
stupid additional cost.
Well, a Home Depot toilet's $100. This one's $13,000.
Yeah,
so.
but I'm saying, how is it emptying itself after use?
Well, probably just plugs. It probably goes and plugs into the hole, and
Yeah, like
flushes it down.
the yeah, like the
but
floor gasket.
It flushes it down.
Well, it's probably might be like a porta potty.
That's why you have a
tray.
built-in trap in the toilet.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably when they probably just have like a where a regular toilet hole would be. It goes into it, flushes it down. When it releases, the trap goes down, and you don't
the
have to
trap,
stink.
there's no trap in the piping system.
Yeah, there would
Not
be
on
if you have that type of a hole. Instead of having the trap going
that's
up on the
interesting.
top,
And the
the
trap
trap
is
is underneath.
toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
and
it
if-
forces it down,
Because they have the trap too for like the gases that come up through your plumbing pipes and everything,
Well-
and it blocks it with the water.
Yeah, it's just-
Yeah, but what I'm
you
trying to
trap.
say is in the regular plumbing piping, there is no trap underneath for the toilet. The toilet itself is the trap.
Then goes
Yeah.
the
if
straight
you have a-
It
main line
has a
stuff.
built-in trap. That's why
If you have a building-
when you do plumbing and a toilet, you're talking to the plumber here.
I do this too.
It's a 90 and it goes out. That's why when you lift the toilet to replace the wax ring or something's leaking on it, you get the smell of the sewage.
But if you have a building, and you have these machines, you're going to pull up the floor. You're going to put the U trap underneath the floor.
Yeah, it just sucks
then
it under.
put there.
Yeah.
Well, it might literally just be like a porta potty. Yeah, I mean, they might literally
Yeah,
have just a tray.
probably.
Well, it might explain. I kind of went by the headline in the first paragraph, so
Yeah.
they might go into detail.
You just were reading the hype. I'm looking at
read
the
the
hype
hype.
today on the porta.
Autonomous robot
I
toilet.
mean, you see
Toilets.
these camping ones. I mean, they do have all sorts of stuff. Like one incinerates it,
Yeah.
incinerates
Like the
everything.
grinder.
Burns it.
Another one sucks it into this like vacuum pack thing, and then drops
packages
it and
it,
has it.
packages it and resells
Packages
it. Yeah, you can resell it for fertilizer in Cambodia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's great for the topsoil that's almost gone. You're going to love this.
It's
Don't-
recycling.
Do not worry about the microplastics or the medicine or the cocaine that's in it. It's going to be great for your soil and your children. They're going to love it.
All riddled with PFAS. It says Chinese company Yuban recently unveiled Geoban smart toilet, an AI-powered robot toilet that can navigate obstacles and clean itself.
Clean itself.
For decades. Yeah,
For decades?
Well, for decades, maybe centuries.
Whoa.
The phase going to the toilet has been part of our daily lingo.
Yeah.
But like many other things, AI may make it obsolete. With the help of advanced technology, the toilet can now come to you wherever you are. Again, they're a little scary angle on the toilet hunting you down. At this year's Shanghai International Aged Care Assistive Devices and Rehabilitation Medical Expo, they're a little wordy in Shanghai.
They got a lot going on.
They need to get an editor on that.
The whole post-communism thing has really propelled them in a whole new dimension.
Yeah, they take mixed economy and interpret that in a different way.
Yeah, they totally do.
It said accessibility technology unveiled revolutionary smart toilet, which can essentially be described as an AI-powered autonomous robot toilet designed primarily for individuals with impairments and disabilities.
Yeah, there we go, the elderly, yeah.
Thanks to AI 3D obstacle avoidance system. I guess this is like Roomba.
Yeah, like
Next level, next level.
Just to the plumbing level. The smart toilet can navigate environments to cater to the needs of users, but it's a lot more than a glorified mobile toilet. Once it has been used, it once again activates its LiDAR to travel to a docking station to get rid of the smelly load, as it says in the article.
Smelly
there you
load.
go, docking station.
A docking station, just like a robo vacuum docking station.
Suck it right out.
Suck it right out.
It's good for hospitals, really. I mean,
They would be, yeah.
Probably
I think it
good
would
for a home too. If they,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Robo Toilet's dedicated docking station hooks into the home's existing plumbing, so it flushes everything to a system through a low noise grinder that prevents any kind of unwanted blockages. Oh, and now it's shredding up all the sewage material.
That's pretty good.
Once empty, it begins a self-cleaning system using pressurized water jets and UV light to ensure it's sanitized for the next call of nature.
And it just cleans itself. It's self-cleaning. This is great.
Boy, I think my next trip is going to be to China.
Yeah, I'm
like,
Mafia Mike goes to Shanghai.
Why are we like so far behind in everything?
Japan and China are just cutting edge.
You don't even hear Japan anymore.
Oh, yeah, you
I
do.
know.
China. China's just whooping Japan's butt.
China's the
they
third
have.
world scrappy. They do the
They
more
were
edgy
years
stuff.
ago. They were so advanced.
Japan's the
Now-
rich. Everything's expensive. They sell high luxury goods to us.
Yeah, but it's
even if we talk, as we talk, China is in a world of hurt right now.
Yeah, they are.
Economically, they are sucking ass. They're
They're way over
like I
extended.
told
Blowing.
you before, I said I remember when Trump got in his first election, and the virus that China sent off, that I think was on purpose. My friend Cayenne, he's from China, and his wife goes back every year.
Is his friend Magenta?
And she basically said, even back in 2019, that they were almost on the verge of collapse.
Well, what about ghost cities?
Because
and-
Trump was just screwing them left and right with all he was doing. And I think that's why that virus got loose.
Well,
The U.S. was involved in the virus,
that
too.
take away,
he was
'cause
screwing them.
Right.
It's just that he was preventing them from screwing us continually.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
That's
they're-
essentially, we've been propping up that country for decades.
no, and I agree with
Yeah.
you. But what I'm saying is, someone finally stepped into China's ass and said,
Yeah.
we're going to take care of you the way you want to be taken care of." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, then, is it right now? Is it still 100% tariffs on China?
There's
What-
a-
when he started the
pretty
second
much,
term?
I think so.
It's pretty elaborate. They've got different
Scales.
and stuff on different products.
But China's overextended themselves too economically, and that's part of the problem. But they have an enormous population that they have to take care of, and they have
Yeah.
an aging population that they have to take care of. And their economic model is a kind of screwy because it's state-controlled economics, which causes a lot of reverberation. But they're doing things that are interesting that we're not. They go into areas such as Africa, and they don't just grab the resources. They prop up the people to generate the resources. So it's a different model, whereas we've gone in with different means of controls into these areas. They've gone in and they've built schools and they've stabilized
Well,
things
if you
to
keep
grow.
the
also
people happy, they're going to
purposely
work for you.
dependencies.
Yeah, they are purpose. It's
Right?
all dependent.
Well, here's-
that's what it's about.
Well, and they're
That's
also very
smart.
poor. So it's not like Japan. Japan lives on like $100 a day, like per capita kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
China's like $10 a day or something. It's still
Right,
a
and
third
it's
world country.
enormous. It's enormous. So there's different
It's like 1 billion
segments of that
people.
society living differently, right? Like, so there are wealthy people in China living really
Oh,
well.
of course.
And in Japan, the every time I went to Japan, the big treat for visitors was to take you to Chinese food.
Oh, really?
That was the biggest thing. And I'm like, I'm in Japan. I want to eat Japanese food. But they're like, we're going to Chinese food. You're going to love this. I'm like, oh, God.
Chinese food in Japan.
And it was expensive, too. It was like really like nice restaurants, but they were Chinese.
That is, Japan is such a clean, advanced. Like Tokyo looks like
It's like, man,
I thought the
it's
Chinese
unimaginable.
hated the Japanese.
They do.
And vice versa.
I don't know if that's really.
I don't.
Yeah, modern
believe that.
times,
I don't
it's
believe-
probably-
I mean, all
I-
the Orientals are ganging up on us. Don't
No.
fall
So
for the nonsense.
when you talked, the hostility I saw was kind of interesting, and because I grew up in Hawaii, and I have had Japanese friends, and in San Francisco, what was really funny with them when they'd come visit, we'd go to Japantown and we'd go to Japanese food, and under the table they'd be like, "They're all Korean. They're all Korean. This is not Japanese. This is not Japanese. This is Korean." I'd be like, "Does this make you upset?" And "Yeah, this make me upset." And I'm like, I'm really
these are
upset.
Korean noodles
Speaking
instead of
of that,
Japanese
it makes
noodles.
me upset, and I'm
About
like,
the story yesterday.
You ought to go to the South. There's not even one Japanese person cooking anything in the South. It's just all hibachi. What are you going to have tonight? Well, I might have a combo of Thai, Japanese, and Chinese. And maybe for my treat at the end, I'll have American.
No wonder you need
It's like,
that toilet to
the-
chase you
I
around.
know. That was
talk about confusion. Eating Asian food.
Well, in the
is
South, it's like,
Asian
Korean
food is-
food, Japanese. That's
all in
all
one.
just Chinese food.
Just throw it all in together, and we'll mix it together. And
That's
you
all
want
Asian
sushi?
food.
You want sushi with that, or do you want a hamburger?
Yeah.
It's even like is it Lava down the road? Lava. Which
Oh,
I
yeah.
was excited for Korean barbecue. Well, Lava's turned into like American convenience food.
It's a burger joint.
Korean barbecue didn't last very long. I guess you can still get it, but it's like $7 burgers.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Korean food? Like, what's a staple Korean food
they have
thing?
so
versus-
many different dishes. I can't even go there. I don't even
Kimchi.
understand it. Kimchi is really,
Kimchi.
really, really good for you.
Isn't that the dictator in North Korea? Kim?
But no, they have so many dishes. I went to this Korean section in Oakland once, and we sat down and we had no idea what we were going to get. We couldn't understand any of it, and they
read
couldn't.
the language.
Couldn't. I mean, it
think I'll
was in
get
English,
this.
but it made no sense. And they just kept bringing us dishes and laughing and smiling. I'm like, well, what is it? Oh, I'm like, no.
Oh, no.
What is
Oh,
this?
no, no, no,
And
no.
like, I was scooping into this thing. It was like this ball, kind of the size of your hand. And I
Did it
kept
bark at you?
I kept scooping into this and eating it with the spoon. My wife's like, what do you think that is? I'm like, I don't know. It's like salty, sweet at the same time. She's like, why don't you look closer at it? And I'm
got
like,
two
what?
eyeballs
I'm like,
looking at
what do you?
you.
Yeah, it's fur.
What do you know that I don't know there?
Why does this look
Christine?
like a Dalmatian?
And I look close at it, and there's hundreds of little eyes. And there were just little fish. I was just eating these. I don't know what they were.
What was it? Soup?
No, it was like
Microfish eye soup.
it was almost like you were eating a weird pasty thing. But there
I'm
are
thinking
hundreds of
caviar,
fish.
some eggs.
No, hundreds of fish with big eyes, and I was just scooping them up and eating them. It was the weirdest thing.
Have you been to Seoul or any of the
I've
South
never
Korean countries?
never gone to Korea. Or China. I've been to Japan and I've been to Singapore. Been to Japan several times, and I landed in Hong Kong, and on this very expensive flight. I was working for Lucasfilm at the time, and like very expensive first class where the seats recline and they've got like heating and air conditioning, and just it was outrageous. And we land in Hong Kong to make a transfer, and these guys board the plane, AK-47s, just and they're methodically lined up. I'm like, oh my God,
These are
what?
the Japanese.
Chinese.
And I'm like, what's going on here? And they escort this American couple off that plane. Who knows what
They've ever been
seen again.
Oh man, I have no idea what was going on with them. And I was on my way to Singapore, and Singapore was very weird. Like after this Hong Kong thing, and you've got jet lag and time travel, and you're just like feel like you're in a washing machine. You're just like, where am I? You land there, and they handed me a pink piece of paper. you know, it looked like fortune cookie text going down the pink piece of paper, and at the very bottom is a skull and crossbones. And these are all the things that are sentenciable to death.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm reading.
Would somebody translate this in English?
It wasn't
Yeah.
English. It
Just has a
was-
picture of a
they
cane
knew,
on
They
it.
knew you were English or American, and they hand you this, and
You
you're
will
just
die.
like,
Oh,
and you're on your way.
die.
You're on your
You
way to
might
get your
die.
luggage, and it's like all these drug things are listed that they'll kill you for, and I'm like, well, I have no control over my luggage. I don't know where
And bubble gum.
my luggage and bubblegum's a problem. All that crap's listed, but this is for death, and I'm like,
You
I
might think
haven't.
I'm kidding.
I haven't had my
Singapore
hands.
Does not allow you
They don't allow
import
you to chew
bubble gum.
Is it
bubblegum.
like a littering thing? They don't want
No,
It's
it
decency.
goes back to in the 90s, I think, or 80s, 90s. Some people put bubble gum onto sensors on their doors for the transportation that was there, their like train transportation.
They like the
They
cleanliness.
gummed it up, so then they said, "Okay, no more
Death.
bubble gum."
they are outrageous.
Isn't it Singapore where they'll you spit on the sidewalk and they'll cane you? and-
They'll beat you.
Oh yeah,
They're also too like, okay, so look where we're living and look at the United States. People want to go to the coastline. We want to live on the coastline. Singapore's an island. Where did they build? In the center. Everything on the coastline is shipping and maybe travel boats. So nobody's living on that coastline. They built in the center.
no beaches for people to hang out. These are all
It's-
business.
It's
Everything.
really,
It's just a port.
really an
Well, see,
unusual thing.
they originally were part of Malaysia, and they got kicked out because they were too poor,
Yeah, that changed.
and they changed that real quick.
They changed out real quick, and their cleanliness weird, like really, really weird. All the buildings and everything's extremely clean, and the dirtiness is all hidden. But if you go behind the building, you see the dirtiness. So it's like a gigantic Disneyland. You know how Disneyland's all purposely lined up
Yeah.
and aligned, and there's no dirt, and and everything's taken care of, and everything's clean.
Yeah.
And then behind the scenes, you see everybody struggling and cleaning up all the garbage. That's Singapore.
Yeah.
And even to the sense of birds, like that's seen as dirty. So they just kill all their birds, and then they got to deal with chemical attacks on their bugs. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause
the
2 and 2 doesn't equal
ecosystem.
4. It's like you got to just keep keep
Well,
battling
we know
it.
how Walt got his idea.
Oh,
of
Yeah, we're going off the
Disneyland.
rails again.
We are. So next topic, robot beggars on China streets suggest no one is safe from AI revolution.
Well, that'll put Mafia Mike out of business.
I know. Well, he might start using these robots. Maybe if they're
Maybe
bringing
I
enough
can
money.
use a couple of these. Do my collection.
It might be part of the...
What specifically do they do? They just go and
They-
raise money for Liberty Crack Media?
Oh, yeah, we can use... This would be a good investment, ROI on this.
What do they do?
So a number of advanced humanoid robots have been spotted begging on the streets of several Chinese cities with signs that say, "Please pay my electricity bill." I don't know if it's...
This is a joke, right? I mean, this
Yeah,
is
this has to be a joke.
You know, when it's a $20,000 robot. People have been talking about AI agents and AI-powered robots coming for our jobs for a while now, but who would have thought not even street beggars would be spared? According to multiple news reports, humanoid robots have been taking up begging and encouraging turf on human beggars. So
Well, those are lazy robots.
I know.
They don't want to work.
See, they're trying to fund up the
They're
robot
learning
revolution.
from. They're learning from humans. See.
Yeah, playing these
they
apes
can't
guild so we can get money.
what the?
Hong Kong-based site HKO1 reported that multiple humanoid robot beggars have been spotted on the streets of Chinese cities like Beijing, Chengdu, and Fuzhou. Yeah, I'm not fluent in Chinese. That was a very American.
This has got to be some sort of marketing ploy or something.
It's
like
probably
what?
some PR tactic,
Yeah.
suggesting that this is not an isolated thing, but they can't identify where the trend is coming from. Whoever planted the robots made sure they were in the correct position, sitting on their knees with their head held low or crouched in front of human overlords with messages like, "I have no money to charge my phone."
Do they have the tin cup with them?
Yeah.
They had a QR code.
They got a QR. Do they really have a QR
Yeah,
code?
it said,
of
"Please
course.
pay my electricity bill," as well as QR codes for online.
Were any playing instruments? You know, because usually
Violin.
in New York, you see someone
Oh,
playing a
saxophone.
guitar, saxophone, something.
This is
Throw money in the hat.
What a
See,
great concept.
I think they have found a shortcut in how our baboon social primate brains work, and they're
Empathy.
trying to hit all the guilt triggers.
Actually, you know what? Those guys would be good. They'll replace the beggars on Carolina Forest that hang out by 501 all the time.
Well, it'll be like China. They'll massacre them and put them where you can't see, and then their nice, clean robots will be paying.
I need money for nuclear arms.
I need money for this robo hunting down takeover we're
Literal
going to do.
arms of nuclear power. Yeah.
That's really.
I've seen Myrtle Beach, has a lot of panhandling and stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, they basically set up where you can pay them any way possible. Walmart's a big one, especially the Seaboard Walmart, where they get real aggressive and they come on you. They like hide.
Oh yeah, that's the
And
same
then-
thing at
Well, the
Home
problem-
Depot. My wife can't even go to work without people.
That's just an illegal migrant trying to get a job.
The problem for panhandlers, just like we were discussing earlier, is that nobody's carrying cash anymore.
Yeah.
It's sad.
And
Which is my line when I get mobbed.
I
That's
guess
what
I
they
say
you're
get.
just going to have to give them
But
food.
I have been asked for Venmo, Cash App, all this
Oh,
stuff too.
they got all that.
And they have an account on their
now
phone.
they probably got a credit card machine with carrying with them.
well,
Here,
I would
put your
ask them,
credit
well,
card
you send me
I
a buck
trust that.
so I have the
yeah,
connection.
yeah.
And
Send me $10
in. Yeah,
and
that
then I can
square
send you-
thing,
Yeah.
scan.
You can
Well,
scan
there's-
their forehead.
Yeah, scan.
There's been guys at Walmart that they've been for years. I start when they come up to me too many times. Like I've been encountering you for like 3 years, dude.
Yeah.
You're clearly just getting drugs,
Yeah.
and you live behind Walmart, and I'm just not doing it. Like they'll get real aggressive. They'll have their mobile apps, but robots.
So then I would say I don't have a
Me
cell
no
phone either.
habla.
I don't have a cell
I
phone
don't
with
have a
me.
cell
I don't have
phone.
my cash.
I don't have cash or a card, but I'm going to Walmart.
I'm not even sure where I am anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Do you
and-
want a Big Mac?
Me no habla.
Part of it's real meat. You might really like it.
Oh, I had a guy ask me at the Seaboard Walmart to pay for an Uber for him.
Oh yeah, it's a time of crisis. He's
Yeah.
got to get out.
Yeah. And that if I could just pay for it, it's like, I'll do an Uber in my name, and then you'll rob the guy, and then I'm in jail.
I like
Yeah.
the guys that come up to you. Do you have a cigarette? And I'm like, no, I quit. I'm quitting everything, including you. And then walk away. I'm a quitter.
Remember that John Stossel thing where he dressed up as a homeless guy in New York City, and he
Yeah.
ended up getting like $500
Yeah,
in like
sure,
a few
sure.
hours?
Yeah.
It's the people, especially when they have issues and they're on drugs.
Well, New York's a whole different animal because
Yeah.
New York people just are like, I just give you money just to get the hell out of my face. I ain't got time for you. And they're
Here's
like
$100.
constantly walking,
Yeah, please stop.
and you're being hit off. You hit off probably 1 million people in the day, so
Oh, yeah.
your chances of getting paid off is a lot better than here.
It is interesting in New York City because you'll just like pass like 10,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, just
And you can go you would think it's more social, but you could go from morning to night not saying one word to anyone.
Or even make
And-
contact.
And it's like
no,
there's
unless you go
oceans
to
of
like
people.
unless you go to the park or something.
Yeah. They have some interactions like the Seaboard one.
Somebody hands you a joint or a bottle.
Yeah.
You might recognize this company, Unitree.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing a vast majority of these robot experiments. They put some of the most advanced models on the market, but they are not cheap. So using them to beg on the street doesn't make financial sense. If someone were doing it for attention, that would be a whole other matter. But they had nothing they were promoting.
Wow.
They're just sitting there doing
Maybe it's a test.
yeah,
You know, we don't hear much about
Data training.
the biggest robotics company we have got in this country that's churning them out and selling them to
Dynamics.
things. Tesla.
Not yet. Boston Dynamics is beating them out
Yeah,
right now.
I've
Tesla's
heard
got
of that.
got a bunch
Tesla's
of them
building
going
up
out
the
to
factory.
contracts to companies already. They've
Yeah,
been
but they're
filling it.
behind. They're
What about
behind.
these
Tesla's-
MIT robots?
Yeah.
The original scary ones where they're showing the MIT pictures with the
Yeah, no, these are
Boston's
like
ahead of-
industrial robots that they've got, running up and down the aisles and.
I swear,
stuff like that.
Elon Musk is going to be like that guy from the movie 1984, the guy that rules the world. He's like
First
on
trillionaire?
the TV screen.
Well, what was it?
Yeah.
SpaceX that went public and he became a trillionaire the other day.
Oh,
yeah, well, that
no.
that kind of fell by the wayside. That's going down because
Oh,
I
is it
bought
the
it,
stock?
I made money, and I got the hell out before it went crashing.
Yeah,
again.
he's a little opinionated too. He seems to make his stocks.
I kind of no, I kind of knew that.
That's the thing. He doesn't go and values his stuff for the the initial stock. This is all Wall Street. Well, I should say Y'all Street, because nothing's in New York anymore.
They had the people in the New York Stock Exchange, and he was at the Texas Stock Exchange when he announced it.
Oh yeah,
That's great.
Which I thought was
but
really interesting.
that's significant
That's
because that's
great.
where all the transactions are really being done.
Yeah.
Hardly any. I mean, New York is drained. Chicago has been drained from the what do you call it?
They do like commodities and stuff. The commodities,
Yeah,
exchanges in
commodities
Chicago.
exchange, and the commodities have left Chicago pretty much.
Have they?
Why would you
Pretty
stay? Why would you stay?
Yeah.
It's the South's
The
been
weather.
booming.
The weather's
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny. I went to the New York Stock Exchange, and they have where George Washington was inaugurated right adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like totally worn down, and everything's barred up, and it looks like a dying. See, even though Manhattan was like the apex of wealth and everything for the 20th century, it really does have a bad energy to it.
Well, they're showing Times Square before Giuliani, and it was just trash.
Taxi driver. Yeah.
Then they showed it after Giuliani, and it was cleaned up and beautiful and vibrant. Now they showed it again.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't-
it is. Oh my gosh!
Has it gone down?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, I am not following it completely, but doesn't it sound like DC is going to have their Democratic socialist mayor? It's looking that
DC.
way. Like whoever that person is leading right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could be number 2. Number 2.
Yeah,
And
I
boy,
wouldn't be
these
surprised.
people- talk about brain dead public. To get any of that Marxist stuff through there, I had that meme that I was created the other day. Yeah, where it just shows Marxism, communism,
Fascism.
socialism, and then the final thing that we had down there was democratic socialism.
Didn't you post the other
Hey,
one
I
too,
voted
where
for
it's-
this, is
there's
all that is.
socialism versus democratic socialism, which is
Oh
one
yeah,
color.
with colors. And, yeah, I shared that one. I didn't create that.
Well,
one,
when Larry Sharp was on Hoffman's podcast, he was saying about you get urbanized and people's mentality just changes, and it does
Oh, yeah.
kind of get more collectivist.
oh yeah,
And culturally it gets different and everything, but there's too much competition now, and there's too many other large cities in the South.
Yeah.
And booming states, and they're abolishing their income taxes and lowering regulations, trying to bring people at the same time.
Well, it's-
so it's more of a contrast.
yeah. The Battle of Atlanta, the Battle of now Nashville. There are more of those wackos are trying to
Take over.
get involved in Nashville, and they got blown out of Miami. I mean, they were making headway, and luckily it was the Cuban population that really kicked their ass out.
Yeah, they're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Well, that happens to a degree in Texas too, and North Carolina's really bad about that. The bigger cities are like super hardcore.
Austin is probably in Texas is the one that they're making the most. The socialists are making the most headway in, but
Yeah.
and there are a couple other smaller cities that they've got, that are quote artsy fartsy, but they're not really that artsy fartsy.
Well, even here, Charleston's considered kind of left wing, and
Well, I mean, this state
I don't
really, Columbia is left wing too.
Yeah.
This state has been leaning left for so long. It's just artificially GOP. It's GOB.
Yeah.
So yeah. And yeah, it's.
What else do we got? What are we
now
missing?
here's getting into Darren's territory.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
God.
So
Do I need to call my therapist?
you may pigeons may be navigating using their liver.
Why?
This is more of a science than a tech story.
Yeah, but why?
Who knows? Birds have evolved. They evolved from dinosaurs. They're so diverse.
Yeah, there's so much we don't understand, but why their liver for navigation?
Because they're looking for a cocktail.
They use it for direction when they're doing. So check this out.
This is weird.
It's like a gut feeling type thing.
Yeah, it's a gut feeling. I got go north.
Yeah.
Animals use various technology or techniques to navigate, following the stars, remembering key landmarks. Birds, fish, and turtles orient themselves using Earth's magnetic field as a compass, but it's not exactly clear how they do that. Pigeons are well-known frequent flyers that can traverse hundreds of miles in a single day. For thousands of years, humans have used them to carry news, notes, and military messages.
Navigate. Yeah.
Yeah. Scientists have long tried to untangle how pigeons travel without getting lost. Some think they may detect magnetic cues with light-sensitive molecules in their eyes and suggest it happens in the back of their inner ear. The magnetic sense has been a mystery for 100 years, said a Max Planck professor. But in a new study, Wichelski and other researchers studied to draw back the curtain on pigeons' navigational secrets. They searched for magnetic clues, strong spinal signals, and they found an unexpected correlation: the liver.
Wow.
Specialized immune cells in pigeons' liver break down red blood cells and store iron. When scientists temporarily strip pigeons of these immune cells and let them fly,
They're lost?
the birds couldn't find their way.
Whoa.
How crazy! What a strange evolution story is that one.
That is really interesting.
Well-
Those cells contribute totally
To their immune
navigation.
system, to how they
Yeah.
feel where they
Here
are.
I
wonder-
was thinking they were going to find that they all had Google Maps, but yeah.
They have an
Google
ancient Google
Maps.
Maps.
That's really, that's interesting. I wonder if all birds have that or if it's located just for pigeons.
I think they only
Because I mean, like the
identify
albatross,
pigeons.
the albatross is out there 95% of the time in the air navigating the planet. What's their liver like?
Well, explain
Well, yeah,
this
I mean-
because it ties into one of our off the list stories today.
Oh,
What's
no.
the deal with these Canadian geese?
Oh, not the immigrants again. So this is a heated. This is a heated
French-speaking,
situation.
going now.
No, it's going
Well, it's even
downhill,
local.
man.
They're trying to. What are
Yeah,
they trying to
well,
stop you from feeding them? Or?
The city of Conway, which is local to us, is doing an investigation about what to
boy.
do with the immigrants, the immigrant geese. So they're going to investigate it. What that entails,
Not
we
the
don't know.
domestic geese. The
No,
immigrant-
these are immigrant
Only immigrant.
Canadian geese, and there's a big concern.
Are they
We're really worked
asking
up.
for ID?
I don't know what they're going to do.
you know,
In
with-
Conway,
And then-
probably.
And then the lovely city of Surfside, where we used to hold our podcast, they're going to be fine. They want to fine people for feeding the immigrants.
The immigrant Canadian.
They're
geese.
launching a whole program of, they want to have a law. Like if Mike decides to feed those geese, they want to fine him. They're going to go to his house and they're going to ticket him and they're going
cane
to fine
him.
him.
I thought we were supposed to have these Can-Am weeks.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah.
now we're driving the Canadians out.
We're driving the Canadians out. I mean, it's a big
And their
concern.
geese.
We got,
And they're geese.
And they're shitty geese. You know a lot about the bird kingdom.
I do.
What is another odd? We just got attacked by a raven, I believe.
No, we don't have
During
ravens
the-
down here.
Or what was it that?
That was a crow
Or a
scouting
crow.
us out. What it means, I don't know. Without guy,
Too many libertarians in one spot gets a little dangerous.
it was definitely letting us know that it's here. But I mean, the geese thing is kind of funny. It's like we generate so much waste, and then not just physical waste, noise waste, all sorts of things, all sorts of obstacles that make it really hard for most species to live around us. We
Stop
just
calling
do.
our podcast noise waste.
It's just we
Carbon
are
monoxide.
a waste filled species, and yet we get so worked up by the fact that there's another animal next to us. Oh my God, it poops. It's like that is nothing, baby.
We
You
have
should
robot
see what you
toilets
do.
for that.
Yeah, you should see what you do. You're worked up about a geese population.
Well, that's kind of how I picture the cosmos with all the other alien species out there, and everybody, all the other species must be irritating the other ones. So, yeah,
They have
Yeah.
to take things in their own.
competition.
Or bringing it back to the whole AI thing, which is what we talk about a lot, is like the big concern is, will AI have a need to value us? Will it discover empathy when it surpasses our intelligence to go, well, we really do need them? Or will AI look at us like the geese?
these are a
Look
waste.
at the
Let's get
mess
rid of
they
them.
create. We don't need those guys. We already understand electricity and all the other things to support ourselves. They're just generating waste. We got get them out.
Well, here's something funny. So we have social primate instincts. If we were Komodo dragons, we'd be more solitary and violent to each other and everything. Primates, there's this guy, Franz de Waal. He just died. He's a famous primatologist. And he wrote a lot of books on primate ethics, how humans get their ethical views from primates. And you see things like fairness, jealousy when you don't feed them the same with other ones. They have these moral instincts
Yeah.
in chimpanzees and bonobos and everything. And if it's AI, they would not have any of those instincts.
Yeah.
And it probably would be
maybe it might start
or
to
they'll
learn
get
those,
them from
start
us.
to learn those. But we're not the only ones. It's like I witnessed it in crows since we were talking about them. We would house crows with other birds when I was doing rehab, and you would automatically think that the crows would hoard the food, protect the food, and not let any other animal in there. They'd eat the food and then they'd feed the rest. It was really, really random to watch this.
Yeah.
That empathy kicked in. It's not just us. It's like it's seeing the little baby having a hard time eating, and it just starts feeding it.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's something, because I know this week it was a little slow and dry on the news stories, but there was one that was a little more colorful. Boner Bears chocolate recalled for containing Viagra drug.
Well, it's called Boner Bears.
Yeah.
They're trying to do this canna stuff where
Why are
it's
they
indirect.
recalling it? It sounds like it was working. Yeah.
Don't we have that in the cupboard in here, Will?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a stack.
one of the
Or in
various
the yard.
ones. Yeah. Why?
have a
What strength are you
cocktail.
asking for this time?
The Boner Bear chocolate, does it shaped like a bear? You
I
have
was a
some, right?
Viagra dealer of Horry County. You're the Ken Scheimer of
Whoa, can't keep it up with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we're getting into Dawn's territory too.
There's a lot of ankle bracelets in the Liberty movement.
Boner Bear chocolates.
Boner Bear chocolate.
I mean, it's almost like all the advertising that's on there when they have Blue Chew, Gold Chew, and all this other
24/7.
stuff. Why not Boner Bear? Yeah.
Boner Bear, I like it. It has a ring to it.
Chocolate's
Oh, yeah.
good for your blood flow, which is part of the problem.
It'd be great if it was like M&Ms. You just pop them.
Pop 'em,
Yeah.
Are they going to jail for this? No, is this?
Oh, I'm
serious,
sure,
Brian?
because the FDA is involved. The FDA has a bone to pick
FDA's in there.
A bone to pick.
with Boner Bears, which New York Post always does those puns, with chocolate-flavored sexual enhancement product that is getting recalled after an active ingredient not declared on the label.
Oh,
FDA lab analysis confirmed the presence of sildenafil, I guess that's Viagra,
Sildenafil.
in a batch of not so subtly branded Boner Bear sex chocolate. Sildenafil is the active ingredient in the drug Viagra that's used for erectile dysfunction.
I like
Boner
how
Bear-
Randy pretends that he doesn't. Oh, I've never heard of this.
Sildenafil.
I don't know this. I'm in my 30s. I get it up all the time.
This is so strange.
I was outside of Walmart the other day and had a whooper of a time.
When you wake up with boners,
Hey.
everything's still moving good.
I'm
When those
feeling
go away, that's when you need the sildenafil.
Call for backup.
Braggart.
Good morning, hard on.
Honey, we got a problem with the spaceship.
Don't need the Boner Bill chocolate. Boner Bears chocolate yet.
But
Boner
stay away
Bear-
from Hoff's gummies.
Gummies might have a problem with the old boner health. Boner Bears typically sold online or in adult stores with the promise of increasing libido and sexual prowess. Oh, they have packaging where a guy's literally mounted on another bear. That's the Boner Bear chocolate.
Was the female bear smiling?
I don't know. She looked a little distressed.
Again, we're getting
That
into
sounds
Dawn's
like
territory.
every woman with a man on top of them.
That boner's been up a little too long. But I guess they're getting sued. It says fast acting max strength does 3 doses per bar. So, that was a nice little extra colorful.
Why is it always something in advance for the guy gets sued and kicked out of there?
I know.
don't know.
Once that patent went out and Viagra's like all over and everyone's selling it now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you really even need it in chocolate or if they should really care, I guess. But there were a couple extras that weren't on my list that we discussed in the group chat. Iran deal, oil, Obama Presidential Center, data centers, the Ukraine drone attack, and how it ties into Maya Brahma Hinduism.
I don't
know
when you
if
put
any
up
of that
about the
does.
Ukraine drone attack, it cracked me up because they had that big deal about, Trump talked to both Zelensky and Putin at the, in Versailles,
nice.
and told them to, play nice and,
Play
and
nice
we're going
and-
to work out. Now we're going to turn around and work out a deal with that.
It was like it
Now
was,
the Kremlin's-
From what I heard,
Did it?
I mean, I was watching Redacted this morning, and which I like, and he said there were 800 drones, and they were blowing these suckers out of the sky, and they were hitting apartment buildings and an oil refinery. And when it showed the oil refinery and this is Moscow, mind you, the roof of this oil refinery thing is floating in the air. It like blew up straight up, and it's
like a cartoon.
yeah, it was
And
really
here we
crazy.
are worrying about the environment here.
Well,
Are you kidding me?
Ukraine, I mean, they are like
Why-
number one in the world in
Why aren't
war
they leveled, though?
drone technology.
Yeah, but why aren't they leveling Kiev? Why aren't they just blowing the hell out
Yeah,
of their
how
power
is-
They
facility?
can't
Russia-
do it.
Why can't they? Got the air to do it. They've got the air. They got
I
the
don't know
missiles
how
to do
Russia
it.
hasn't, like,
I think
destroyed
Russia's
that.
been holding back for so long, and they just
Well,
let
they
these
just
people
warned
do this.
NATO they're going to
It-
do a devastating attack on
I
it.
can't believe they just don't mow that down. Just carpet
It's-
bomb, carpet bomb,
They don't.
carpet
They
bomb.
don't have a lot of support. I mean, they say
Support
they
of
do,
what?
but they don't have a lot of support in Russia for this war.
Yeah, they
Because-
must. The people are being bombed in Moscow. Can you imagine if Washington was being bombed and you don't have support of the people? I don't think so. I don't know.
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on.
I debate that because I really
Come on, man. You know they
Yeah,
blew up
but-
those college girls. Well, last month they killed 20. I think it was 27 college girls in their dorm. You don't think the public wants to annihilate
public
those
don't
people?
public
shit
is always
about
already
what people
getting
think.
information about the hospitals and the children that they killed in Ukraine at the beginning of this. So yeah, I think that there's a lot of pushback on this.
I will
Yeah, but-
say, because of the whole NATO dynamic, and drones were used in the whole Iran thing.
Yeah.
They were weaponizing that.
Yep.
But every time Trump says "be nice," he did that with Netanyahu. Be nice, and next thing you know, Netanyahu's bombing.
You have to know the room and the dynamics, and I think definitely
he's playing 6D chess. I mean,
Well,
if I
and-
hear that one more time,
He's playing
blow
with
my
the
brains out.
chocolate bear. He's playing with
Well, we talked about it
Whole room of them.
in the last podcast where he was kind of convinced it'd be like Venezuela.
Yeah.
And Netanyahu and Mossad and everyone did a massive persuasion propaganda campaign with them. And it's been really interesting to see what he said the last couple of days with this memorandum thing and him trying to back off. And he basically openly said yesterday, every time I threaten them, the economy goes down. And every
but-
time I say peace, it goes back up. I'm tired of doing this.
I read that 14-point agreement with Iran, and part of it was I couldn't even believe what I was reading. I'm like, is Trump losing it altogether? I mean, he's like,
It's the opposite of what he said for 3
Straits
months.
back over to Iran.
No.
No,
What, in
listen
Oman?
to me. I read that, and they said that in 60 days after that, Iran is going to start taxing any ships going in and out of there.
Is it really
Which they
60?
didn't do before the war.
But now they can. I
Yeah.
know. I heard that too.
And there's nobody over there to so-called monitor their nuclear capabilities because they're pulling everybody out. And then I look at that and I'm like, okay. And you're going to give them $300 billion of our taxpayer money to revamp their country with what we destroyed.
Well, here's
How do
the
you
thing.
feel about that?
This
Oh.
is why
Sounds like a winning deal.
Norman Podhoretz or John Podhoretz, Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro have been going totally apeshit. It's almost basically Trump basically saying he shouldn't have done it, and it's kind of going back to sort of how it was at the beginning.
No, it's worse than it was at
Yeah.
the beginning. Actually,
Yeah.
it's worse.
So now that he's making peace with them, who's next?
Well,
Who are we going after
the
next?
tax,
It's
the tax
Cuba
thing
next.
is for people using their ports, but it's not for the Iranian ports. It's not for the strait itself.
Interesting. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good
that
play.
Was,
That's
that was
not-
one of the things that they were trying to point out in the debates and stuff like that, because it is illegal under international maritime law
to just bypass.
going through.
People
Why
can do
the
that
hell
all
should
over the
we
place.
pay $300 billion?
We
to
might
get
not
that
be-
Well,
done?
okay,
not-
now the $300 billion that you're
might
talking
be
about
other
is
Arab
not
nations.
our money.
Yeah,
It's not
we seized
taxpayer
it.
money.
It's other
Where's the
Arab
money
nations.
coming from?
It's what we have locked up
UAE.
of theirs. Yeah.
Well, it's
Since
what we have
79.
locked up of theirs we're going to release, but the Arab nations around them are going to pay to rebuild them,
Yeah.
and they're going to benefit by that.
Yep.
They're going to have a foothold in Iran, which has lots of resources,
Yeah.
and it's a win-win for them. I don't know about us.
Well,
but
So
Well, I mean,
it'll
that's to-
unite them all together even more so than being separated, which they were before.
Well, this is part of his, but Israel is also part of that group. So it's part of his.
Is it?
What do they call that? The Abraham Accord.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like that whole Abrahamic thing.
Well, and it said
That goes
so,
with your Brahmin.
Brahmin.
Yeah.
Well, section 11 of that memorandum, it said the U.S. undertakes to make fully available for the use of frozen or restricted funds and assets of Iran used upon the implementation of MOU. The U.S. and Islamic Republic will mutually agree to procedures related to the release of these funds that have been frozen.
Well,
Yeah.
weren't those funds used to keep Social Security going?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, you know, that's one of the things about when you try to like micromanage the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
They did the takeover,
Yeah.
and we didn't like they overthrew the Shah and everything.
Yeah.
So we just had constant warfare with them. But one thing that's the problem is the whole time the Shah was in power, Iran's an Islamic country.
Yeah.
It's not the U.S. or
Right.
Japan.
Yeah,
You know, this must have been a very exciting episode because you're now into your second tube of nicotine.
Oh, yeah, I ran out of the lozenge, so I opened the new one. I always have two on me.
it's always
I need to get a
good be
holster.
safe. I mean,
keep that stream going.
I keep the
so
nicotine stream.
we're bringing about the economy in time for the midterms is what it's showing like. The new head of the Fed, it's a little scary regarding interest rates, right? That's getting kind of funky, but they're lining it up to make things look good for the midterms. After he was asking what's next, I think after midterms territory, it's Cuba, and they're working behind the scenes in Cuba to make
That's
a
been
transition.
constant pressure on Cuba.
There's a lot of pressure on Cuba, and they've got a stranglehold on them, the food supply and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
They're squeezing, and they're going to try and do a Venezuela and Cuba. That's after the midterms.
All the
I don't know
arrows
where-
are pointing that way.
I don't know
Well, they
where
just did the
Greenland is.
arrest warrant thing or something
Yeah.
to Raul Castro or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're building all the steps ready to pull a Venezuela on Cuba. No question.
Yeah, I think that's the next big territorial move.
The other thing that I think is kind of noteworthy that's going on is that Gavin Newsom's wife is under investigation. Gavin
Really?
comes out and starts crying.
No.
Trump
Oh,
administration is trying to keep me from
Suppression.
running and all this
Yeah,
other stuff.
he's
And
a
everybody,
kind of
nobody's
bullseye
buying
on
it, not even CNN. and the investigation came under the Biden administration.
What was it about?
Good.
I just saw the headline.
What they did was they did a pay for play scheme where they would make donors donate to his wife's charitable or NGO, and then they would issue contracts for the donors that were in there. Oh yeah, and they've got tons and tons of evidence, and they just raided their home and they raided all the stuff, and he's going back crap crazy because he knows that this is going to be the death knell of his
Oh,
presidential.
yeah, he's like the chosen one. He was
Really, you think this will be?
Oh God,
What,
yeah.
he was going to run for president?
Of course.
Oh yeah, he's
yeah,
been
yeah.
building it up
He's-
slowly.
every time he
and doing
comes to the
like
South
those-
all the time,
Yeah.
promoting himself and
All he did was he started his campaign by taking all of the Trump's talking points and putting his name in, taking Trump's name out and putting his name in. And he was just trying to be Trump 2.0 just to
the left's
go out
version
there.
is
Yeah.
what he's trying to be.
Well, hell, he was trying to be the rights version of it.
Well,
he
no
wasn't
wonder
even
Trump's
changing it up.
that.
He's lying. I mean, he's
Yeah.
going to say anything he
he's-
can to get the votes.
He's a real.
He was doing a podcast tour too, and
Yeah,
trying to see how
went-
moderate he is.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro and all sorts of stuff. So
Remember John Edwards?
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like this. I think that was during the Obama 2008 one or 2004, or both.
You think he's gone? I don't know, man.
He's a major figure.
He's sticky.
He's like a Hillary
He's got
Clinton
the look.
type.
He's got the look that they want too.
Oh yeah, they've been fawning over him. And
God.
I mean, they've got him and Kamala Harris together on the ticket. That's a ticket.
Kamala Harris.
That's a ticket.
Oh, yeah,
We need
she's a
her
brainchild.
back again.
Well, didn't the DNC just have this big report where they did this post-mortem on what happened?
Yeah, but they ignored the major wounds. But yeah,
They just kind of tried to whitewash it and not admit anything, even in basically their internal document.
yeah. And they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, on this postmortem, and it was again another boondoggle that went into
give themselves money,
special interest money.
Their ticket's going to be a fun one to watch. It's going to be an interesting election.
Well, speaking of establishment left, did you see this whole Obama presidential library thing in Illinois?
What a dumpster fire!
That thing looks. They kept joking on the 5. It looks like some shitty Star Trek like spaceship building.
Yeah,
and it's just by itself and designed all asymmetrical and weird, and it's super expensive.
It's ugly. It's way over budget. The
almost $1
black
billion
contractors, the black contractors haven't been paid. Some of them have had to go into bankruptcy.
Oh, really?
So it's like slave labor. They did all the work and they never got paid.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is it
That
a
is a
billion over
fact.
budget?
Democrat Party's good at that.
FACT, fact.
$1 billion
Oh
over
my
budget
God.
too.
I saw something about
yeah.
contractors. Yeah, not.
Nobody even uses a library anymore. I mean, you should have just made it a dance hall or something.
Well, it's
Well,
like
I mean,
a big
that's
monument.
pretty much all it is.
But I mean, seriously, like my daughter at Coastal Carolina, they built this big building, and I'm like, "What's this building going to be, Zoe?" It's like, "That's the library," and then she says, "There's no books in it."
Yeah.
So
What? Oh, really?
yeah,
Because
that-
my
they don't.
wife is asking me, where the
So
hell
how
is the
can you have
library
sex
open?
with a girl in the stacks?
there's no
I
Yeah.
thought there
none of that
was
exists.
one.
If there's no books, then you can't
I
hide
don't
it.
think it exists anymore. I mean, they still have libraries like a public library, and you can get a book,
Yeah.
but
Well,
a lot of these things are
Myrtle
just
Beach
empty
Public
buildings.
Library is just a urinal for the homeless. So.
I haven't been there in a long time. Is that the one on 544?
No, it's the one on about
Carolina
14th
Forest
Avenue and
okay.
and Kings Highway.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that
Yeah.
one's
Or-
Squatter
Oh
Central.
my God, it stinks.
So what are they going to put in the Obama library? What's it going to be? Why
Well,
not
they
have
were
an
saying the
art
artifacts
museum? Why not
that were
just
in
do-
there could be put in a living room.
Oh yeah.
And it's in this huge like tower
Yeah.
building.
What kind of
Oh, yeah.
artifacts?
Obama sentimental things, and they're
So,
supposed to be all
Yeah,
through
a
this-
museum
Yeah.
or
like a museum.
Everything
could-
except
what
for a
they
birth
could do that,
certificate.
like-
Yeah.
That's what Greg got.
Where's that one?
Yeah, but
Where's
his
this long form?
wife, I guess, really laid a giant turd for her speech.
Oh really?
Yeah, oh yeah. She made him look like such a cuck.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was
That
embarrassing.
sounds like a wife.
Yeah, that sounds like a Democrat white move.
Is this an anti-men thing or is it just him?
Hey, look at me when I'm telling you this.
Oh,
You know,
no.
and he's like, no, I'm not looking down.
Really? Did she really do this? I can't
and
watch
every
this
man
kind of
feels
stuff.
sorry for him.
I get too emotional watching it. But was it really a punishment theory type of thing?
Does it make the
It was
rage come
supposed to
out?
be.
I am speaking.
lovingly that she was doing this. but
I am
it was
speaking. Let me
just-
speak.
You'll be watching me
Oh
when
yeah,
I speak.
she is so. You could tell that she is so egotistical in trying to get all the attention for herself, and it pains her that her husband is getting any attention.
It kind of sounds like that British Harry's wife. What's her name? Megan something.
Markle.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
It's kind of same thing. They did like an Australia tour.
Oh yeah, and same thing with Macron and his wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Candace Owens has some interesting theories on her.
we should have her on sometime on the podcast.
Yeah. That dude would be really good to talk to. Yeah.
Don't believe the hype.
Well, I did want to get to Mafia Mike's data center thing too, but as we're on the tail end here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I guess
So I know we have DC blocks down on Howard Avenue, which is a data center in Myrtle Beach, right across from the bookstore down there. And Amazon is building a building over on Postal Way. And I drove by that. And one thing I've looked up is that all data centers have one thing in common. They're all solid concrete 6-inch walls.
This
They're
isn't
either
like a
brought up in
concrete,
pieces or one piece. And that building has that. Now, I talked to my neighbor who works for Amazon. He stated that that building was supposed to be like an extra warehouse to go ship things out of.
Yeah.
Which is really in a bad section because it's right up the street from the high school, Carolina Forest High School. So the bus is getting around that circle. Plus, they're building houses across the street. So
Yeah, they really overdeveloped the 501 area.
and they
they're
don't
not
even have the infrastructure, the 2-lane road for that road.
Well, you specialize in making these concrete shoes, and they're not even trying to use your services for this building.
Yeah, why'd they leave you out?
So,
Yeah.
Mafia Mike's
They
a
have their own
concrete
security,
specialist.
that's why.
Well, they repossessed that land in Georgia outside of Peachtree. They just, I don't know how many acres that they just
really?
repossessed from people and just started building a data center. Protests were happening. It was
So I believe
nasty.
that's going to be I believe that's a data center. Now the only way you can really truly find out is you find out the permits, because
Right.
one thing in common with all data centers is they'll pull permits for big generators.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have to publicly announce that that's what they're doing. They can't just, unless it's a government one, they have to announce that. To the
I've
public.
heard of stories where it's a lot of these don't get publicized until the building's already erect.
Well, this is what I want to know. How does this all, to end out the hour pod, how does this tie in to Maya and Brahma?
Oh, they're generating that.
Darren has a
I mean, okay, so
data center simulation theory.
If you listen to a lot of these people who are working on the data side and the AI side, in their interviews, they will, and including lovely Mr. Musk, say it's almost a certainty that we're living in a simulation. So factor in what they say is not all about what it is they know. These data centers are linking up, okay, with quantum computing, and they're working interdimensionally. They're working within the simulation, and they're creating events within the simulation.
using Maya to reach
Okay,
Brahma.
well, you can, that goes back 5,000 years plus. But it's the same theory, and now scientifically, they've come to terms with that theory. They're not calling it that, but they are insinuating in doing that. Do we have proof of this? No. This is just my theory that they're working interdimensionally.
Are we
And these-
shaved apes in a like the Matrix?
Well, that
tubes.
stuff, like, so when you look at Disclosure Day and you look at all these other things, those are likely interdimensional beings. Whether or not they're evolved beings of us, our future, coming back and dealing interdimensionally, who knows? The data center whole thing that we're all everybody's saying, oh my God, they're tracking us, they're using a digital currency. They've already got that. Those data centers are already working. These are quantum centers that are taking AI into different dimensions, a lot like what's going on in CERN times 5. So the United States is leading in this area. They're going to continue to lead in this area, but they're going to have to solve for energy consumption. And I think that's going to be the primary goal of AI, just like those robots that are on the corner asking for money because they need electricity.
How about the robots that are taking toilets?
Yeah,
I know, robot toilet
AI
hunters.
for AI to go past AGI, it needs to solve the energy problem. So free energy is going to come out of this experiment. That's what's going to come out of it, because AI's primary goal is to keep going. It needs energy to keep going. You can't have these enormous data centers using all this water and all this electricity to keep going. They're going to have to grab it from somewhere else, out of the atmosphere.
But they don't have
of other
that
things.
yet.
They may or they may not. The oil industry suppresses everything. All these wars, all the banking stuff, that's all oil industry suppression.
Well, and this was
It doesn't want that monopoly to go away.
This was a slow news week, and I wanted to end on the interdimensional free use
Brahman.
energy Brahman angle on it.
Beautiful. Nicely done.
All right. Well, that's been another episode of Microphone Monkeys. Join us next week for another Thursday download. And if you want to catch some more of our episodes, just go in and look at the past ones that we've had. They've been really great. Or if you want to see other podcasts, go to libertycrackmedia.com. And if you enjoy these things and you want to see more of it and more content made, hit the donate button and help us out a little bit. And that's it for Microphone Monkeys.